So I asked a question in my Facebook group yesterday. How did your very last customer find out about you? How did they find you? And out of like 40 some responses, I got to tell you, 75 to 80% of the responses said word of mouth or they were referred to them. So I thought this would be a great topic to jump on all of my streaming platforms and talk about how do I get more referrals? I have 5 tips to share with you right after this quick intro. All right. Hey, everybody. Jumping in midday on all of your timelines. This is Charvette Mitchell, and I'm an online strategist that works with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to enable them to build their online platforms and their personal brands so that they generate more revenue. And I'm focused on 3 things: your visibility, your marketing, and your branding. And I am so excited to be coming here. I guess this is midday, probably lunchtime for a bunch of you. Hey, Shanae, thanks for popping on in. She's amazing with credit restoration and credit repair. So if you need any of that, check her out. And so I mentioned at the top of the show that I'm starting out, or the top of the Facebook Live and the LinkedIn Live and the YouTube video, that I posted a question in my Facebook group. And if you are a woman in business or you're aspiring to be, we invite you to join us. Just go to Facebook and look for a hashtag coaching with vet. Hashtag coaching with vet right over there, and you can join us. But I asked, how did your very last customer find you? How did your very last customer find you? Shout out to LinkedIn. Hey, Tony and Winston, thank you for popping on in. How did your very last customer find you? And so I just want to share like a couple of the responses. And you know what? I probably should have done a screen share, but I'm just going to read them to you. So many people commented, again, about 40 different comments. Tammy Edwards said word of mouth. Kimberly said word of mouth. Wendy Lee said former church members. Jennifer said referrals. Rebecca said review and referrals. Shajana said referrals. Kiosha said referrals. Are we seeing a trend here? Debbie said referrals. Angelique said a friend of a friend. There were other comments. Tara said word of mouth. Javita said word of mouth. There were also comments such as Facebook posts, organic reach in Google, Facebook referrals. And so overwhelmingly, what was coming about was that referrals in particular were a huge part of how people were obtaining and getting customers. All right. And so I want to share with you 5 ways. If you're saying, well, how do I get more referrals? If I've sat down and thought about, and I want you to think about and go ahead and answer in the comments where your last customers came from. Go ahead and answer in the comments where your last customers came from. And let me greet a few people. Hey, Lady Sharice, good to see you. Hey, Pat has amazing tea line. If you love teas, the real like loose leaf teas, check out Pat. And get on her subscription box. So Shanae is answering referrals. Hey, Miss Pitts, thank you for stopping by over on LinkedIn. Word of mouth. So Pat is saying word of mouth as well. Hello. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Chandra, for tagging some people. That would be great. Go ahead. And if you have a women in business or anyone that's in business and they're always looking for, and we're always wanting new customers, go ahead and tag them in this. So yes, Yulika, who does an amazing job with accounting and helping to get you unbootlegged in your business, is saying referrals. So common thread here, common theme here. And so that's why I wanted to jump in on your timelines and talk about, okay, so how do we get more referrals? And I have 5 tips to share with you. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. Go ahead and share this out. Again, I know there'll be a bunch of people that'll catch this in the replay. So if you are checking this out on any of my streaming platforms and it's going to be in the replay, just type hashtag replay as you're watching. And I want to come back and give you some love. And if you're hanging out over on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe. I feel like a YouTuber. Subscribe and get the notifications so that you don't miss any of the juicy nuggets that I am putting out. All right. So number 1, when we think about how do we increase referrals, we've already already kind of indicated, and you see, I've said, of the little mini survey, how people are finding and getting customers, referrals were huge and heavy. Shout out to my mom. Hey, Betty Jeans. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks again, Pat, for tagging a few people. How are we getting referrals? So you want to, number one, make it easy for people to refer business to you. Can you make it easy? Can you make it easier? So what do we mean? And I know some of you, let me know if you ever seen someone maybe comment on Instagram or comment on Facebook that they picked up XYZ product or got some type of service, and you went over to the person's page and it was private. O to the M to the G. Hey, Demetria, thank you for popping in on the Facebook group. And it was private. Aren't you ready to pull out your hair? So if you are in business, you shouldn't have any private pages, or at least the content or the information about your business and how somebody can do business with you cannot be private. Something as simple as having a link where there is on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere on all of your social media platforms where there's the ability to have links. You want to make sure you do that. Yep. Welcome in. Hey, girl. Hey, those hanging out and checking us out over in my Facebook group. I invite you to join us over there. #coaching with Vet. So number one, make it easy for people. Make it easy. And again, we're talking about how do I get more referrals for my business? How do I get more referrals? And here are 5 tips. Tip number one is make it easy. Make it easy. So make sure your links are visible on your pages. So if people are referring people to you, how do they do business? Either how do they go buy your product or service, or if your customer experience starts with a consultation, how do they actually get a consultation? Those types of things need to be very easy and visible for people to understand. And also they need to know really simply what it is that you do and you can help them with. And there are things like the info, the short bio on all of the social media platforms that someone who is not connected to you. So remember, somebody that's referring business to you is more than likely not connected to you. Hey, LaShawanda, one of my platform builders hanging out over there on LinkedIn. So you want to make sure that however people can do business with you, if it's your product or service, or if it's getting a complimentary consultation, that it is very easy for people to know how to get that information if they are not connected to you. Okay. The other thing too is that you do need some web presence. That makes it easier for people to refer business to you. So for instance, I know a couple of graphic artists who are amazing, but they don't have either a Facebook page, they don't have a website. So I'm not able to easily refer business to them because I don't have anywhere to send people. So I think y'all got it. Number one, thank you, Valencia, for stopping by, Miss Woods. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so let's go on to number 2 again, talking about how do I get more referrals? And this is stemming from a quick little question that I asked in my Facebook group, and there's over 40 responses. And I'm going to roughly estimate 75 to 80% of them said their very last customer came from a referral. Some type of referral, some type of word of mouth, some type of friend of a friend. And so as you're watching this, I want you to think about where did your last customer come from, and go ahead and drop that in the comments. Here's the second thing. If you're taking notes, we're on number 2 about how do I get more referrals for my business. Hey, Yvette, thanks for popping in. How do I get more referrals for my business? You can email current or past clients and ask them for referrals. Email them and ask to recommend people that need the product or service. Now, here's the thing. This now is getting into email marketing. So you should be capturing the emails of customers, past and current customers, and you should be putting them in an email database. And actually, I am going to be talking about that specifically in my Platform Builder Accelerator, which the doors have swung open officially as of today. So we are open for enrollment for the Platform Builder Accelerator. So jump over to joincharvette.com, joincharvette.com. We get started Tuesday, March 9th at 7 p.m. And you can see all of the details. And it is focused on your video marketing and your email marketing, which is going to help with your referrals, really your referral marketing. And so we'll be talking about how do you plan, create, and launch your video strategy. And then for email, how do you build, how do you grow and nurture your email list? So find out all the deets about that at joincharvette.com. But number 2, again, is around emailing. email customers past and current and ask them for referrals. Ask them, yep, from other customers. So Ms. Wood says she's received her last customers from other customers. Hey, Trelyn, thanks for popping in. Trelyn got customers from author interviews from a writer's Facebook group. I love it. I love it. Listen. And that was probably video. Let us know. All right. So 2, email current and past customers and simply ask them for referrals. All right. So that's something that you can do. Then number 3, and we're only going to go to number 5 today. I'm not going to stay in your hair a long time today. As we think about referral marketing, some people even refer to it as a specific part of your marketing plan. But you want to stay top of mind with your marketing. So your marketing allows you, your business, your product, your service, whatever it is that you're offering, it allows it to stay on the top of people's minds so that when people say, I need some t-shirts, boom, your name pops up. Or I need a life coach, or I need someone that can assist me with getting my goals together. Boom, your name pops up. Or I need a leadership strategist, or I need someone that does credit repair, or I need someone that does graphic and web design services, or I need someone that does marketing. Your marketing allows you to stay top of mind. So you have to continue to market all of the time, even if it's just for the people that are referring business to you, so that they can remember. Has that ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments anywhere you're watching or checking this out. Facebook, thank you for the love. YouTube, Periscope, can't leave you out, and Twitter, and certainly LinkedIn. If someone has said, hey, do you know someone that does XYZ? And you're sitting there scratching your brain and you're trying to think, and you're like, I can't think of anybody right now because they're not top of mind. But I bet there are certain services and products and people that stay on the top of your mind because their marketing is there. What? They're on social media. What? They're doing video. And what are the things that are working? Let's talk about what's working for marketing, which is all about what the Platform Builder Accelerator is about. What's working on marketing is video. We're here. Some of you are brand spanking new to me. Somebody tagged you, or you might be in my email. You might be in my list. You might be on my Facebook, because this video is going to end up on my blog, and that my email list is going to hear about it. You might be on social media somewhere, and so this caught your attention maybe more than one of my posts caught your attention. So definitely videos. Some of you are checking this out because you're going to see my Instagram reel or my Facebook story that says, "Go look on my page at this video." So video is working. So you want to get comfortable with video. When we talk about staying top of mind, one of the things to do is incorporate video into your marketing so that people see you. You hear me snapping? People see you and they are comfortable and remember what you have to offer. Let me capture some comments that are coming in. So Jasmine said, do you have a good email program to use? There are a lot out there. It depends on what you want to do, and it depends on budget, because there are options that are free, and there are options that, can be $200 or $300 a month. But I cover that in the Platform Builder Accelerator. Jump over to joincharvette.com right there. But if you have an email marketing tool that you like, go ahead and shout it out in the comments for Jasmine. Yep. Nikki, we are glad to have you. And yes, we're grateful that Pat tagged you in on this. And so Trelyn, who answered earlier and said she got her last customers from doing an interview in a writer's Facebook group, that was from video. All right. There you go. All right. So if you're just popping on in, we're talking about 5 ways. I'm giving 5 tips. We're on number 3 right now. I'm giving 5 tips of how you can increase your referrals. If you've recognized that for your business, your product or your service, that and you should be taking note. Let me sidebar right here. You should be taking note about where your customers are coming in from. What is the funnel? What's feeding them into you? You should be taking note of that. But so for those of you that are recognizing and thinking about, hey, a lot of my business comes from referrals, we're talking about how do you get more of those referrals? And if you're brand spanking new to me, I'm Charvette Mitchell, and I work with female entrepreneurs, and a few lucky men get sprinkled in to enable them to build their online platforms and their personal brands so that they generate more revenue. And I do that in 3 ways, focused on your marketing, your visibility, and your branding. And I actually just swung open the doors of a 6-week program that I have coming up called the Platform Builder Accelerator. Just jump over to joinsharvette.com. You can see all of the details. We get started on March 9th, but enrollment closes March 7th. And it is all about video marketing and email marketing. So for your video marketing, how do you plan? How do you create and launch your video marketing strategy? And then the other half of the time we'll spend on your emails, because ladies and gentlemen that are watching, the money is in the list. And we're going to talk about building, growing, and nurturing your email list. All right. Good. Awesome. Thank you, Pat. She says Charvette is the real deal. Thank you. All right. So Trelyn says she uses ConvertKit. So Jasmine, there's a ton out there that we could probably spend this whole live on, but some people are commenting what they're using. And so check it out there. All right. So let's jump back on in again. 5 tips for how do you get more referrals real quick. Number 1, we said make it easy for people to refer business to you. Don't have private pages. Make sure your links or how people can purchase things from you is visible. We said number 2, ask for referrals. Reach out to current and past clients by way of email. If you have official email marketing, that makes it simpler for you to do. And let me just say this. Sometimes you might feel like you don't have any emails or you don't have email marketing. I said this to a prospect yesterday. If you are receiving money online, some kind of way, Stripe, PayPal, any type of online platform that you are receiving money, the emails are in that system. So let me give you that hint. You do have somewhere to start, but you want to ask for referrals. And then we just finished up with number 3, which is all about how do you stay top of mind? How do you stay Hey, Linda, thanks for popping in. How do you stay at the top of people's minds? Thank you, Miss Jupiter. This information is amazing. And I'm glad that Pat tagged you as well. All right, so staying top of mind, that is what's working. Video is working, absolutely. But emails, people have their phones in their hands all of the time. So email is also one of the other major ways that you can stay top of mind to consistently be on people's minds so that they know to refer you. All right. So let's jump into number 4. Number 4, as we are talking about how do I get more referrals for my business? How do I get more referrals? So you want to also showcase testimonials. It can be called a review, depending on what if you have a product, you might refer to it as a review. You might, if you're service-based, it might be more of a testimonial. But you want to display and showcase testimonials on your websites, your landing pages, your sales pages, and sprinkle throughout social media. Let me tell you why. Because there may not be someone specifically that knows you that will refer business, but your testimonials turn into a referral engine. So that person that's kind of looking for a service, looking for something, and they run across your product or what have you, and they see testimonials, the testimonial acts as the referrer. Let me just give you some examples. Let me just give you some examples to kind of bring this home. So for instance, this particular referral is from one of my customers. After I did some consulting, one of my programs she's in, and I said, hey, the money is in the list. She's like, oh my goodness, the money is in the list, email list. I sent out an email today with a coupon code, and I made over $2,600 from sending out that one email. All right. And so that particular testimonial you will see hanging out over on joinsharvette.com, because the Platform Builder Accelerator is about email marketing and video marketing. So someone might not know anybody personally that has worked with me, but that particular testimonial can turn into a referrer. Let me give you another example. Here's another client testimonial. This is Lena Lassiter, and she might even watch this or catch this later. But Lena, as a client, I encouraged to do video marketing and to jump into live streaming. So this is basically her testimonial of saying, I got out of my comfort zone. I did live streaming. The picture is her actually packing up some training materials to send to a customer. She got 2 customers that week because she did Facebook Live, and she's packing up and sending over their materials. And so that type of testimonial is hanging out on joinsharvette.com. So those that are looking at the Platform Builder Accelerator, even if they don't know anyone that has worked with me, that testimonial can turn into an actual referral. So you want to be capturing testimonials. Yes, thank you, Lady Cherie. She's being our scribe here today. Thank you. So you can look back through if you are just popping in, saying, "Oh, I'm trying to catch up. What are y'all talking about?" We're talking about how do you get more referrals for your business. And this spun off of me posting a question in my Facebook group. Hey girl, hey to all those that are hanging out. And you can find us over on Facebook, #Coaching with Vet. And I asked, how did you get your very last customer? And over 40 comments, at least, I'm going to say 75 to 80% of them said a referral, word of mouth, friend of a friend. And so that's what spun off this particular Facebook Live. But I am going to be coming back on tomorrow or the day after, and I'm going to talk about 5 ways for you to get clients in addition to referrals. So that's going to be coming up. So keep your eye on my page, follow and subscribe. I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to get customers that are in addition to referrals. So I'll just sneak that in. All right. So again, we said showcase testimonials. It could be reviews that you have, and that turns into that. In a way, is a referral. If that makes sense, put a 1 in the comments. If that makes sense to you, put a 1 in the comments. Let me capture. Okay, Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine. Give me callsharvet.com. Callsharvet.com. Let me capture Yulika's comment here. And again, welcome to all those that are popping in. So let's see. I comment on random posts today. The same person immediately went to both business pages and followed them. Exactly. Thank you. I'm seeing the ones coming in saying this is making sense. I understand what you're saying. Hey, Kimberly, thank you for popping in. Yes. So this is making sense. So showcasing testimonials can act as a referrer for you. So that's how you want to think about it. So you want to be asking for testimonials if you're not getting them, and that plays into your email marketing. So that's why your email marketing is important, not only to get new sales and clients, but also to nurture the current customers, because they are a referral base for you. That's how you may have a product where, so we have Pat who's here. She has the tea subscriptions, the loose leaf teas that are every month. So you drink your tea, you use the tea, you need some more tea, right? So you always kind of need to kind of stay top of mind with Pat. But you might be here and you might be a real estate agent where if you sell someone a house, more than likely, they're not going to buy a new house again for another 5 to 10 years. So that person is probably not going to, unless they're getting a second home or a summer home, it's probably not going to come back to you to buy a house again. But they will refer their friends who are looking for houses. All right. So do you see how you have to stay up to date with all of your customers? All right. So let's wrap it up here. Great. Thank you for the ones confirming. Yes, you're understanding. This is clear. Amazing. And again, I just swung open the doors for my Platform Builder Accelerator, which is kicking off as a 6-week program. 3 weeks we spend on video marketing. 3 weeks we spend on email marketing. And you can go to joinsharvet.com. You'll see all the details. You can schedule a call to let's chat and see if it's a good fit for you. But enrollment ends March 7th. And so you are personally invited to join. Okay, so let's go to number 5. Let's go to number 5 as we talk about how do I get more referrals. And number 5 may feel like common sense, but sometimes common sense ain't common. So here's where I want to end. Here's where I want to end on my Facebook personal page, my Facebook business page, my Facebook group I'm hanging out. Hey, on LinkedIn, you might catch this. You might be catching this live, or you might be catching this in the replay, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. Here's where I want to end. When we talk about how do I get more referrals for my business, you need to make sure you're providing great services and products. All right. You need to, thank you. I see the ones in the Facebook group. You need to be providing great services and products. So if you do all of the other things that we talked about, but your customer experience is poor, your service levels are poor, you oversold, what you said you would do is not what you actually do, then that's not going to be a good thing. So you want to focus. And technically, I probably could have bumped this up to number 1. I probably could have bumped this tip up to number 1. But if you're looking to say, how do I get more referrals for my business? You've got to make sure that you have great products and services, that what you are offering is what the customer is getting, or you're exceeding their expectations, but it's not missing their expectations. All right. And that has to do with everything. So if you operate under a place of offering good products and services, then that is going to, in and of itself, help to bring referrals and help to have clients tell people about you. All right. That makes good sense, right? That makes good sense. All right. And so here's a bonus tip. I'm gonna throw a bonus tip in. I know y'all weren't ready for the bonuses, but we giving bonuses out over here today on the Facebook page. And YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter and Periscope. Bonus. You can also incentivize people to refer business to you. So you can have where the person that's sending business to you or referring customers to you, if the person actually turns into a paying customer, that you give them a little kickback, or you give them a coupon, or you send them something. So that is like real detailed referral marketing. But that is something that you can do, because that person that's referring business is basically, in essence, turning around and being your marketer. They are marketing for you. So that is a bonus tip if you are looking to increase your referrals, and you recognize that a lot of your business comes from referrals, that you could put together a formal referral process where people, you know who got to you and how they got to you, and then you can incentivize the people that sent you. All right. So great. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm going to be out of your hair. I'm going to be back on later for my show, the Charvette Mitchell radio show that comes on at 6 p.m. today. And so I'll see some of you there for this. But thank you for stopping by again. I am Charvette Mitchell. If you're brand spanking new to me, and I work with female entrepreneurs, and a few lucky men get sprinkled in to enable them to build their online platforms and personal brands so that they generate more revenue. And we do that focused on your marketing, your visibility, and your branding. And the doors just swung open officially today for my Platform Builder Accelerator program. It's 6 weeks long. I have other platform builder clients that are working with me for 6 months and 12 months. Some of them are here hanging out, but this program is 6 weeks. And so I'm super excited to work with you and focus in on the marketing that is working right now, which is video marketing and which is email marketing. And they got to go hand in hand, because the video, you got to pull them somewhere, but that email marketing, and you literally can look in your phone and see all the brands and all the stores that are sending you emails all along. We want your email in that list as well. So the video marketing part is going to talk about planning, creating, and launching your video marketing strategy. And the email part is going to talk about building, growing, and nurturing your email list, all of which is about bringing and putting more cash in your pocket. All right. And helping the referral engine. So that's that. Thank you. Have a great day. I think I captured all the comments, and I will see you guys later on the web. Go ahead and share this video out to people and groups and pages that you know need this information. I'll see you guys.